So for today's deck, the creator of the Tymna and Silas Renn deck that I ran a couple of weeks ago had a few pointers and also some changes to the deck and wanted me to give it another go. Um, One of the pointers, I think I was probably undervaluing Tymna a little bit. I missed a couple opportunities to cast Tymna. I also missed a couple of points of damage. And the other thing is I want to pay attention to what colors I'm leaving open when I might be drawing a card with Tymna or with Palace Jailer or something like that to make sure I have the most colors available. So I'm going to take those pointers into mind. I'm going to try to play as tight as possible, and I'm going to try out this modified deck and see if we can do a little better this time. All right, we got match one. We're on the play. Against Bruce Tarl and Thrasios. That's interesting. Hand looks alright. I don't have anything before 3. But I got some decent removal. I'm going to try it. Spell Queller might be quite good. Alright. Alright. I really like these Brain Maggot and other type effects in this deck. Alright. Looks like it's Jace or Glenalendra. Let's worry about the Jace for now. Alright, there's Thrasios. If we play an untapped land, then we're kind of telegraphing the Spell Queller. Spell Queller doesn't do... Bruce Tarl doesn't do anything if I Reflector Mage the Thrasios. And then he just plays... Glenalendra. I decided to leave the mana open. I think it gives us the best opportunities. Why did it double up everything? Play Grove. He does have a Cavern of Souls, but Spell Queller is really fun there. Alright, he's not doing the Cavern of Souls. I don't know if Bruce Tarl really does enough here. It's funny how many of his creatures we have sitting underneath. I think he said in general that maybe we wait to play a land. see what we draw off of Tymna here. All right. That's really good. That's really good. Do we need a Dark Confidant? We've taken a bit of damage already. I'd rather see a land at some point, I think, but I think I do want the Anguished Unmaking. He doesn't have removal right now that we know of. We have just a ton of removal. I could unexpectedly absent the bird to draw a card. Leaving the benefit of that over one of the other spells is that it leaves the mana leak open. I don't hate that. I do really want to draw a card here. Yeah. You can draw it again. You can shuffle it away if he doesn't want it. Alright. I already didn't pay attention. I should have left a white mana open. Oh no, I didn't have an opportunity to leave white mana open. Alright. Do we tutor? No. We have the mana leak. And he doesn't want the bird. I wonder if he would have blocked. I didn't actually consider that he might not have blocked. He probably would have blocked. That's my guess. Do we sculler him? Yeah. I don't know if he actually has any cards in his hand here. He's got a ton of mana. Splinter Twin. Alright. This mana leak is getting pretty bad. Especially with the Cavern of Souls. Alright, there's land. That's pretty good. I might Anguish Unmaking. He can activate Thrasios no matter what. I might Anguish Unmaking in response. I don't know if there's much else I can do. I think that's probably correct. Let's just go for it. Alright, he got an Oath of Nissa. Creature, land, or planeswalker. Pestermite. We've seen the Windswept Heath, we've seen the Bloodstained Mire, we've seen the Temple Garden. Still has a forest and a Carplusian Forest and a Cavern of Souls in his hand. So that is his hand. Oh, no, there's the forest. Alright, playing Pestermite on his turn to untap a land. Kill it, swing with everything. He has one unknown card in his hand. It's funny, we got 3 of his cards sitting under our cards. This Mana Lake is basically dead, though. The chances of it doing anything are almost nil. Tap 1 more mana. Alright. Can't stop that. I think I do want to get in for the full damage, though. See what we draw before... Oh, okay. That's... Do we want to him? 5 cards in hand. We probably can't counter the Jailer. I don't think he wants to play the Jailer. Alright, we missed the Jailer. We got Thrasios. He still can't play Thrasios next turn. I didn't consider that Reflector Mage puts Thrasios back. Maybe I wanted to hit him before Thrasios. You playing the Jailer? I think you just die, right? He doesn't know I have a removal spell. He could get Glenelendra or Jace back. Goblin? You not leaving mana up? Alright, let's tutor. Black, black, white, white, blue, white. Looks like. Alright, what do we got here? Tap all creatures, swing for 6 with a cryptic command. We have enough mana, right? Yep. Do we need to do anything else? Return a permanent. I guess it's just draw a card. Oh, I guess yeah. Maybe I should have returned something. I don't know. Alright, we don't get Tymna. Oh, stupid interface. Can't really see a downside to playing this untapped. Alright, we didn't draw anything. Oh my god. Is there anything? He can't pay life. What can he get here? Oh, Zealous Conscripts. Alright, that's stupid. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Is there a way I could have played around that? Bouncing Kiki Jiki, probably. I thought I had the win there. I should have bounced Kiki Jiki. It has haste, but it costs 5 mana. Alright, we got match 2. We're on the draw. Sand looks alright. We're playing against Baral. Alright, well that's a good card. Let's I think we do play out the glint sleeve. I always like, if they can counter it, force them to counter it before. In a sense, there's kind of a worst case scenario. But, force them to counter it before they can play, get any benefit from Brawl. Do we peek first? Or do we just swords it? Let's look at his hand. Memory lapse. Thinks twice. Mystic confluence and shackles. Alright. That's an instant, isn't it? Alright. Alright. We got the shackles. We do have a swamp, so we can upkeep Vamp Tutor. Oh, this deck doesn't have Snuff Out anymore. I really wanted to be able to snuff it out and still play our Tymna. It's actually why I upkeep Vamp Tutored. Can we kill it with a creature somehow? Reflector Mage isn't that good. What do we go for here? I guess we just need a regular kill spell. go for fatal push, I guess. Definitely not swinging with Mother of Runes. He's in a pretty tough place here. Looks like he's missing a land drop again. He might be thinking about think twicing Ancestral Vision. Alright, well that's pretty good. Do we wait for Tymna? Or we just Tymna now? Swing with the Mother Runes, which isn't great. We haven't seen any bounce spells yet, though. Alright, intuition. What's it getting? Hard to say what would be good here. Some bounce spells for the Mother Runes, maybe? 3 islands? I almost want to say when you want to land that bad, like think twice might have been a little better. He is taking a while. Alright, I'll come back when he's picked some cards. Alright, after like 8 minutes, he is back. Force a Wheel, Mystic Tutor, Personal Tutor. I guess Personal Tutor. Yeah, let's play that. And then a little bit risky. Play the Dark Confidant. I think it's lands or spells here. I don't even really care about these two spells, but I think it's lands or spells. Into their graveyard. Okay, he took the lands. Rise from the Tides. Alright. Do we have anything that disrupts the top of his library? Yeah, we do. Do we have Peak? Or not Peak, Portent? We could just counter it. Or we could Meddling Mage it. It's actually quite good, isn't it? Let's swing. Actually hoping to hit a land here. Mystic Confluence, Miscalculation. Scrap Pete Scrounger is not a land. The other thing we could do is exile his graveyard. Do we have anything to exile his graveyard? Not really. I could just Portent him and shuffle it. Let's just Meddling Mage it. I don't think he can do anything about that. Especially with the Mother Runes in play. And then we could play Scrap Heap, or we could play Silas Renn, which he can't really block. He can Confluence and bounce like 2 creatures, and then I can protect one of them. He can do that on my turn. Obviously, I protect the Meddling Mage. If he does it on my turn, I think I just counter it. plays Baral, I kill it. On my turn with Demonic Tutor. He knows I have the Cryptic Command. So we can't really play the Trinket Mage here. He did have a 2-mana counterspell. Alright. Alright, let's look at our deck. Trinket Mage gets Mox Bubble or Skull Clamp. Or we could just get a Force of Will. I don't hate getting a Force of Will here. We've got him almost dead. It's a 2-turn clock. Do we just want to wait on that? Can't rise from the tides. Or a 1-mana counterspell? Like a Spell Pierce or something? Spell Pierce might run out of usefulness. I guess he can counter this. I don't think he wants to, though. Yeah. Let's just get a Force of Will. Just want to close out his options. Oh, miscalculation. That was his 2-mana counterspell. Alright. He's using up his mana. Alright, he threw in the towel there. Deck's really good against Brawl. Alright, got match 3. We're on the play. Hand looks good. Playing against Brawl. Yeah, let's keep this. A Chrome Mox is a little awkward. Let's keep. That's pretty good. Do we... Let's attack first. Chromox on the Thoughtseize. Could probably done it before combat in Tymna. That actually would have been really good. Let's just say go for now. I think it's really worth resolving that. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. Disrupt. Okay. Dark Confidant's pretty good. Or would we rather Thoughtseize him? Wrong way. Let's Thoughtseize him. Get rid of Pongify and just play around the Spell Pierce. can spell pierce the smuggler's copter. He can't spell pierce this. Alright, let's Tide Hollow. That was an awkward way to tap my mana. That was pretty dumb. Maybe we'll get mana after combat. I would have liked to have killed it pre-combat though. Get more damage in. Yeah, you can block with Brawl if you want. Don't recommend it. We can play that. Well, or we can just swords it. Let's play the Relic Seeker. He can still polymorph the Mishra's Factory. Alright, he threw in the towel. Alright, got match 4. Got X Logos XX. Played a couple of his decks. Sidisi and Gitrog, if I can remember correctly. Don't know if he's playing another deck now. Maelstrom Wanderer. Oh, I have not yet played Maelstrom Wanderer against this deck. This Chrome Mox is super awkward, but the rest of the hand is pretty good. We're on the draw. We'll keep it. Search for Tomorrow. Another land is less than ideal. It's Inquisitionum. Teferi, huh? We get a better chance of blowing up the Signet than the land. So I think it's right to take 3 visits. He missing something? Yeah, I didn't notice the... Wow. Where's a Vindicate when you need it? Let's play the Siphoner. little strange putting it on the wild growth there. Well, that's a lot of mana. With another land, I don't think we can do much else besides play Tymna. Alright. If he doesn't draw land, he can't even cast a fairy. Sylvan Library, okay. Yes, please. Reflector Mage doesn't do anything. Let's attack. Portenting him doesn't do anything. Let's portent ourselves. Click, dismember, mana leak. We got plenty of lands. No. Do you play Mother of Runes here? We can mana leak or remand the Teferi. Play land. Alright. It's not great for us. Is he still short? Is he 1 mana short? Of the Maelstrom Wanderer? Not interested in that. Yeah, the click doesn't do anything, does it? The Dismember does even less. Well, it kills Maelstrom Wanderer, but what does that do? Do I want to draw the Dismember? Yeah, let's draw the Dismember. I guess I can just add Renn. we can Reflector Mage and cast Silas Renn and keep up, Dismember, or click, or Chrome Mox Reflector Mage. That's probably fine. Now we gotta pay 1 black. We got him down to 14, so it might be that we could tempo him out. Maybe the Reflector Mage would have been enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got exactly 8. We can remand something. We can dismember Maelstrom Wanderer. He can probably cast it next turn. We can just block. Wow, that's a ballsy move. He kept a card with Sylvan Library. Could potentially have something like Sweltering Suns or something like that. But we can remand that, and he can't do anything about that. He can't recast it. See what happens here. Actually a bit dangerous to Maelstrom Wanderer. It could just totally whiff. Looks like he's going for it. Alright, let's hope for some mana ramp. I left the wrong mana open. I could have spell pierced the personal tutor. Devastation's pretty crazy. can get it out of his hand with the click. I don't know if we dismember here. We can also get whatever he tutors for out of his hand. I think we need to dismember. I guess we could just block and protect. If he attacks. Yeah, I don't think he attacks. So let's dismember. Let's draw some extra cards. Oh, great, lands. That's what I wanted. Temporal Mastery. Palace Jailer. Alright. That's good next turn. I don't think it super matters what land we play. Let's stop on his draw turn. Stop on my opponent's draw step. Alright, we got the stop, so we can wait, see what he draws here. Also forces him to draw. I'm pretty sure he put the Temporal Mastery on top of his library. It's actually super good. I think you have to play a land. No? You draw something really good. Alright. Taking a damage, so he's dead to the click. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to spell pierce whatever he gets off the we've seen that, seen that, seen that. We haven't seen a Misty Rainforest. And we haven't seen a Wooded Foothills. So those are in his hand, I think. And the best we can do here is hope for a whiff. Yeah. Really playing around counter spells here. Like Mana Leak. Looks like he's trying to play around Mana Leak most. We already played Mana Lake, so it's... Oh, jeez. He got that right back, huh? Alright, nothing we can do about that, is there? You can play that if you want to. I guess he wants to. I can't even spell pierce it. Man, that's too bad. We were hoping for a whiff, and we did not get a whiff. That was, Oh, that was pretty lucky. Did we play Silas Renn? More mana rocks. How much is he? 5, so yeah, we played him. Alright, just play a land and say go. I didn't think about the spell pierce fueling the chrome mox. One, two, three, four, five, 6. This thing costs 12. He's got some other spells though. And he played a Sylvan Library, so maybe... I definitely should have remembered that one is in his deck, or in his hand. That would have been a better counter than the Signet. Play the Jailer. Goes down to 1 life. Alright. Alright. You can't. Wow, that was. Whew, that was stressful. Definitely should have countered the Sylvan Library. I forgot that was in his hand, and I should have remembered that. Um, I think that was a misplay. It gave him more opportunities than he should have had. Don't want to be results oriented. Need to pay attention to those kind of things. Um, so hopefully I don't make that mistake next time. All right, we got match 5. Playing against Brea. All right. Dark Confident Oust is pretty good. Jits, all right. We're on the draw. All right. There goes the Dark Confidant. I assume. No. All right. Wonder if he has another discard spell. Or a removal spell? That actually makes sense. Oh, he's got his own jet? Yeah, he probably has a removal spell. Alright. We're going to cast the Dark Confidant anyways. Just as strange in a Brea deck. I really need to draw with, well, I guess Dark Confidant's drawing. Maybe we hit the Dak Faden. Yeah, that's not too bad. What did we reveal? The Siphoner? Let's go for that. And attack Dak Faden. I think we oust Brea. Still makes it hard to attack. Alright, Stoneforge. We can outspray a... We can't play and equip the Jit if we outspray a... So he can let Dak fade and die, and then we lose both of our creatures to the Jit. Because we attack with both of these creatures, he can only block one of them. I think we have to outspray a no matter what. That Jit is going to be a huge problem. I don't know why I tapped the wrong mana. So we still lose the Siphoner. Alright. Saw that coming. We're losing both creatures no matter what. So, attacking the Dak Faden was correct. He's got a Force of Will again. We can put this first card. I think I have to try this. They really just need anything with legs. Yeah, we'll grab the Sword of Feast and Famine. With any luck, he'll play a fetch land, sack it. Shoot. He's not sacking it before combat. He can just counter this. Alright. It wouldn't have really mattered. Curious. Yeah. I don't believe I've seen a Brea deck with Jit. It's really good here. Maybe I have. I don't think we can come back against this. There's like nothing we can keep alive at this point. And now he's got a wasteland in his graveyard. Alright. I think we did everything we could, but we lost pretty much single-handedly to the Jit. That sucks. Alright, so we went 3 and 2. There were some interesting matches there. Match 1, I made a pretty big mistake by not bouncing Kiki Jiki, and I got overconfident. I missed the onboard. He would be able to stop us from lethal, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry about that. I think it's still worth keeping this video set around. There were some really interesting matches against Baral, and there was the interesting match against Maelstrom Wanderer. I'm just going to bring this back, this deck back again tomorrow. I'm going to play another set with this deck and see if we can do a little better that time. I think there were still some pretty educational games there that are worth watching. The Brea one, not so much. We just, you know. But we'll go ahead and open this treasure chest. Stirring Wildwood. Is that worth anything? So overall, I really like this deck. I like it a lot. It's a really cool deck. We tried to tempo out Brea. We had some really good card advantage engines, but Stirring Wildwood's worth a buck. But unfortunately, just didn't work out for us because of the Jit. The Jit killed both of our card advantage engines. And so, if it weren't for the Jit, we probably would have been able to get through somehow. And you know, we had a lot of card advantage going. We probably could have outpaced Brea, but that Jit undid us. But I really like the deck. It's kind of a cool, you know, like it's a disruptive deck that pings your opponent down slowly until they're dead. And I think it's really fun, and I think it's really good. So look for the matches again tomorrow. I'll post more.